Welcome to Tripping on Bricks, our wavelength podcast where we talk about whatever. Today we're going to be talking about the internet, its history, its lore,
not the band.
our personal lore with it, not the band, sadly. I'm Tim. I'm the co-host of this here podcast.
And I'm Abby. I'm also one of the co-hosts. And did you say that you're the writer?
Yeah, I also write articles.
And I direct. I'm the director.
And edits my articles.
Yeah, true.
And I am Shayna. I'm the audio video producer. I'm very happy to be here. It's been a while since I've been on a podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Have you been on a podcast this year?
I don't think so.
Like early.
Oh, wait, Halloween maybe?
Halloween. Where did we do Halloween?
Halloween
Oh, yeah, I
podcast.
was on the
Yeah.
Halloween podcast.
That was
yeah.
the first one of this year.
Yeah, when I
Shayna
was
is on camera.
Yeah.
That makes this a special day.
It does.
Yeah, guys, I'm not behind going. So thanks to the person doing that.
I'm Lily. I'm the marketing and outreach coordinator. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. We're gonna talk about like YouTube culture and then like just in general like social media stuff. If you know Wavelength, you know that we're kind of like deep in social media, and
We're deep.
Me specifically,
We are diseased.
me specifically, I spend like a lot of time on social media for my job and just for like general. I don't know, like I get ideas from social media, so I spend a lot of time on it. So we're just gonna talk about like, you know, how has social media affected all of us, and like what is social media for us, and just general stuff.
If you guys didn't know, social media is a big thing these days.
Yeah, it's kind of like crazy.
Guys, this is thing called.
Ever heard of it?
I've never heard of TikTok.
Ever heard of the World Wide Web?
WW.
WW.
And today, actually, Lily has the goods, so
Yeah.
she's going to be kind of directing the
Yeah.
But
We're
before-
inverting the
No
tables.
one
Yeah.
like
Before.
came prepared except me, so.
But before we get into that, hot takes.
yes, hot
A
takes.
little
Oh
segment.
crap!
I have mine. I can go
Keep
first.
doing the...
I think mine might be different from yours, and if they aren't, we
I
can
think they are
like trade or like not trade, but like have the same one. It can be okay. So I have two hot takes because I did come up with one about the internet. I think that Twitter should just like probably go away permanently. Like it should be like MySpace. Like no one should talk about it anymore. Also, secondly, I think that everyone's uncles, aunts, grandmothers, family should like get off of Facebook because it is like a weird place. Like I don't even understand how to fully use it, to be completely honest. And then go on to my personal hot takes. The Oscars were this weekend. Yes.
Movies.
I have lots of opinions about the Oscars. I don't think Oppenheimer should have won that much.
Who do you think should have won?
I think that there were here's the thing. Here's my main opinion, okay? I don't think that Robert Downey Jr. like necessarily was the best person in his category for his Oscar. I think like his win, like you know how last year Jane Lynch won for that's not it.
Oh, Jamie Lee Curtis.
Yeah, Jamie Lee
Yeah,
Curtis
yeah, yeah.
won an Oscar for
And that was like because
Everything
of her
Everywhere Wants.
discography. Yeah.
And she like deserved that, I think. But Robert Downey Jr., I don't necessarily know if like personally, I think like he won that Oscar because of everything he's done. And I think he's like a very accomplished actor. But I think that there were other people who maybe deserved
Okay,
it
no,
more.
that because I'm like I don't know who else was
Let's look
nominated.
at who was
but
nominated, maybe.
Ryan Gosling.
I think Lily
Barbie?
Gladstone should have.
I think
Oh
Lily
my
Gladstone
god.
should have
Okay,
won.
yeah,
I think Lily Gladstone should have won.
Oh my god, she was phenomenal.
You know what?
I never saw that movie.
La La Land
Phenomenal.
won. The Emma, what's her face?
Emma Stone.
She won an Oscar for La La Land. I didn't see Poor Things. I
Poor
don't think
Things
I'm
was so good.
going to see it. I saw like clips of it and it made me feel uncomfortable.
Oh, it's
Honestly,
so good.
I want to watch it. I've been meaning to
gonna
watch
be
it.
on
I watched it
Hulu.
with my mom, and then don't
Oh,
go
why?
to
I was saying, why would you?
I was unaware of like the content of that movie, and it was that part was uncomfortable. But
yeah.
I left the theater, and I had a
Okay.
little more zest for
No
it.
one spoiled for me.
I think that Sterling K. Brown for American Fiction should have won the award for Best Supporting Actor.
I haven't seen that one.
American Fiction, I've been told, and I've also seen like clips of it and like reviews, and it is like just been supposedly it was amazing.
It's good, and this is us.
I think Lily Gladstone.
Lily Gladstone should have won. She deserved it.
She
Yeah.
was like so good, so good.
I saw someone saying that she should have like she should have put in her like because I don't know if any of you guys know how the Oscars
Oh,
work,
are you
right?
talking about her like what?
Like when she
You guys
submits
know,
for 'em?
yeah. I saw people saying that she should have submitted for Best Supporting Actress, but because she only has 56 minutes in the film, but who is she supporting? Like,
Wait,
she's the lead.
No, I was gonna say that's crazy that she's only in there for 56 minutes because of the impact that she makes.
Yeah.
That's like in Silence of the Lambs. Like what's his face?
Oh, yeah.
Like that's yeah. It's like
Also,
What's his face?
I think that we are officially back and cement the Oscars.
we're not.
The Oscars, this Oscars, I think they cemented fake relationships for PR for movies. They came back.
Ooh, how so?
Lupita Nyong'o and Joseph Quinn walked the Oscars red carpet together, and now there is a significant amount of like things on the internet about how people think they're dating now. They are not dating. They did that for a movie, and I think that is like an old strategic PR move that maybe like was still being used, but I feel like it poked its head
I think
back
I'm
up.
slightly like not chronically online enough now because I don't really use Twitter that much and I don't have
Yeah.
TikTok and I'm like, oh, 'cause
I don't really know a lot of the things that happen on
I
Twitter.
like keeping up. with,
or
This
like
isn't
at the
Twitter, this is
Oscars. I
TikTok.
meant.
I like keeping up with like
Yeah, I'm
movie
not.
stuff, but it's just like the internet. It's like
Go back on
bouncing.
TikTok for one day. It's all Oscar content right now.
I
It's
can't.
all Oscar
What
content.
about Barry Keoghan with his
Oh.
he had, Sabrina Carpenter's bracelet on?
What? I don't know about that relationship, to be honest. I feel
I don't
like
know anything
awkward
else.
about it. I think
What
that
the
it's an
hell?
interesting age
Are
gap.
they dating?
They are, yeah.
Okay.
He went to the Eras tour and saw her perform.
Cool.
Oh my! Whoa.
Enough.
Okay. And hot take, Shayna. Do you have
Oh,
one? If not,
oh,
I can go.
yeah, you go first.
okay. My hot take. It's not really a hot take anymore, but back in the day, we were talking about this earlier in the podcast, so you guys have already heard this. I did not enjoy like David Dobrik, like the Vlog Squad. I didn't care. I like because I know it was the whole the episodes, the videos are like 4 minutes and 20 seconds. Haha, that's so funny. I tried getting into it because everyone was like, oh my god. And usually with most people, I'm pretty like, oh yeah, like I understand why they're popular. Like I understood why David Dobrik was popular, but I couldn't get into it. And look where that got me. Everyone
the
hates him
world.
now. So,
Oh.
well,
He actually has a very big following still, but I think that there was reasons he was canceled.
yeah. Yeah.
I was
There's a
saying
reason
when-
to like
I was
actually
saying it
hate
got
him.
you to the top of the world.
Yeah.
David
Yeah.
Dobrik.
Yeah.
Deep in the
I had
middle.
You know when like you just have an inkling about things, and that's apparently David Dobrik.
I know.
Abby is an
Where's
inkling.
that Tesla that he was trying to get? Who won that, guys?
Who won the
Someone won
Danimals?
it. I think someone won it.
It wasn't me. It was not me.
Tesla
The Danimals or
giveaway.
the Tesla?
Neither.
Wait,
I haven't won a sweepstakes in my life.
do you guys
Never.
remember the red swimsuit that everyone used to
Yes.
post? Sorry, that just reminded me.
No, the
It's
girl with the swimsuit at the
It's
pool.
like her bat. Yeah. Anyways, that's my hot take. I hate
Shayna?
David Dobrik.
Do you have hot takes?
Go Tim.
Okay. I'm going to take us back to the Oscars and Lily. Well, she doesn't like. There's Poor Things hate earlier, and Poor Things was amazing, and I think that should have won Best Picture instead of
Yorgos.
Oppenheimer.
Was it
Yorgos.
Oppenheimer?
Yorgos, love
Did
that
you
guy.
watch it in IMAX?
Yeah, I
Oppenheimer?
did. No, yeah, I did. Saw it at the. Whatever
I watched that in the
theaters
first
Bellingham.
row. It was so funny.
a lot.
His
I was
face
like,
is like, bang.
yeah,
Just gawking.
yeah.
Did you watch? Wait, so you went to see it with
I
your
saw
mom?
both of them in theaters.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Dang.
and Oppenheimer was awesome. It was so good.
Really good.
But
I liked the holdovers, and I thought that.
Oh, it was good.
that was
amazing.
I really was like, that maybe it deserves a win.
you didn't see Poor Things though.
Okay, I just like.
Wait,
Poor Things is so fun. It was also like
Okay.
the world looked like you were tripping. it was
Between
crazy.
Poor Things and Killers of the Flower Moon, though, like
probably
who's
Killers of
winning
the Flower
between
Moon.
those.
But
in your
I've only
opinion?
seen. I'm
I
going
didn't
to
see
watch
Killers
Poor
of the
Things,
Flower
but
Moon.
Killers of the Flower Moon was amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
I just think that there were lots of other films besides Oppenheimer that were nominated that like that were very good. Not that Oppenheimer
Like
was
Poor
bad,
Things.
but I think that like I don't know, in terms of like choices that could have been made about who was gonna win, like Oppenheimer.
It was really good.
It was really
Yeah.
good.
Too long for my like little pea brain, but
did Barbie
that's the
twice.
only gripe.
Who's seeing Dune 2? I will be.
Oh,
this Thursday.
I want to see.
In
I
IMAX.
am ready. I am ready.
I gotta rewatch it, though.
I maybe. This is a crazy thing to say.
might have another
I may be
hot
one
take
of
about that.
Zendaya's biggest fans, and I'm ready.
There's a lot of them.
too.
Ah, the
Dune
tennis
1.
movie.
That's my next hot take. Dune 1.
It's okay.
Not that
No,
good.
but I heard Dune 2 is so good. I have to see it.
people
on
are
Okay.
comparing Dune 2 to like they like are like if you see it in theaters, it's like seeing one of the Star
Yeah.
Wars movies for the
Yeah,
first
yeah.
time.
Damn.
And I
That's
believe
why.
it. Like
No,
I
that-
believe
yeah,
it.
same.
I
Do I believe that?
Here's my take. Here's my take.
I'm waiting
with
for it to
Dune.
drop in HBO.
It's like cinematography wise, freaking amazing.
It was really cool.
But like the plot itself,
I was
not gonna lie.
bored.
Maybe that's my hot take.
So much sand.
Because like, and I mean, I'm not saying that I.
plot of the movie.
But like, I want
It's called
like,
Dune. Like sand Dune.
it's
Did
just
you guys
boring to
know-
look
Did you
at.
guys know the guy who wrote the book? He was like partially
Frank Herbert or
inspired
something like
by
that.
the dunes
Frank
in the
Herb.
Oregon coast.
Yeah, he's from
Dude,
Washington.
that's
Oh, I didn't know that.
that's so funny.
Dune 1. You know what? Maybe the reason why
much
it
sand.
wasn't that great was because there wasn't enough Zendaya.
I can't wait to
Bro,
see
not enough
Austin
Zendaya.
Butler's bald head.
You know what? That is something that's putting me off
Bald.
from watching it, honestly.
I'm looking
is,
forward
like,
to
I
that.
don't want to see Austin
his
Butler
Elvis
in
voice.
anything ever again.
He still has Elvis voice.
He just takes it off.
Look at this sand.
Oh my
That's
God.
good. That's
Yeah.
good. I will.
Honestly,
I'll
like,
be
the-
all in if
the,
he
like-
does
the,
Elvis
like-
voice.
The Academy should pay like reparations to Austin Butler for like forcing him into the Elvis voice. And
I
not
think
letting
he's
him
faking
out.
it. It's not my. No, that's not a hot take. I
He
think
spent like
he's
3
faking
years
it.
like working on
For
it.
forcing him into the Elvis voice.
Yeah, I think he's faking
They
it.
put him into that and they
like-
won't let him out.
I bet after 5 o'clock he goes home and he's like, these MFs don't know.
They have
He,
no
like-
idea.
He's like, hey guys, what's up? Like he's
I'm
just like
still
living
Austin
life.
He
Butler.
goes into the mirror and he's like, got him.
They still think I'm Elvis.
Fooled them.
Anyways, was that your hot take? Your all of them?
Yeah. Yeah. Doing too much sand. Not boring to look at. It was like a Marvel movie to look at. Like most of the time. Just like they're gray, and there's like no color going on. I want color. Dune 2. I want color. If there's no color, then I'll be disappointed.
Tim, it's about
There's
a
gotta
place
be.
where there's only sand.
Don't care. I just like to look at colors.
You know what? I will say they commit to the bit because they just like they keep like they're gonna keep going.
Oh,
you know they're
100%.
That is
gonna keep
true.
I know
going.
that there's like,
And
I
like,
do respect that
they
too.
just
Their
like
silly sand
the
walk.
cast keeps getting crazier.
yeah, Florence
I don't
Pugh,
know.
Austin Butler, Christopher Walken. Wait, was he in the other one?
I don't know. But they killed off like 8 people in the first movie in the
yeah.
first like 25 minutes.
Poe Dameron.
So like they're probably gonna do it again in this one. Oh.
I apologize for sniffling into the microphone. Bad,
Shayna,
bad
what's your hot
podcasting.
My hot take. I feel like all of you guys have a lot of like very, like you're up to date with stuff nowadays. I feel like my hot takes are kind of like older or just already.
Go to the
like,
past. Go on.
Blast from the past.
Yeah.
Take
Okay.
it away.
Take
It's
us back
pretty
in time.
basic. I do not like Adidas,
Oh,
and I've never liked them.
I have them on my feet right now.
Sorry.
Whoa.
I've never liked them, and I think they're ugly.
Okay.
They never said anything about you.
Kidding.
Oh my god.
But like,
I think that's a good hot take, though.
thank you.
I would think that you'd like the Adidas, you know, like the lines.
No, oh my
Yeah.
god, I always thought that was very.
Tim.
I've been there. But I literally was a Fila person for a second. So like,
Oh.
you know
that
those
bounces.
giant
No room to
white
talk.
Chunky feel. Yeah.
I loved those. I wore that for a few years, and I was proud. And they were not white by the end of it. It was just like those things should have been scrapped. Yeah, but don't like Adidas, and let's think. I don't like salsa, but like
These
That's-
are both hot takes.
Yeah, these are
Yeah.
crazy because like you're from a place where like Mexican food is very popular.
my
so you
tongue
probably...
is screwed up.
Oh, that
I
is
don't.
true.
I have a broken
Even like
tongue.
mild.
Yeah.
Man.
I like Doritos get spicy to me sometimes if I eat too many.
Dude, we should have had Shayna on the Hot Chips podcast.
I would
No.
no, like there's a reason I wasn't.
No.
It's because I would have died. I literally like my tongue is fissured, meaning I have cracks in my tongue.
You have a geographic tongue? Oh my god.
You didn't know that?
Like Keith from
Oh,
the Try
whoa.
Guys.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
Like Keith
What
from
the
the Try
frick?
Guys.
No,
Lily's
Shayna,
like, whoa!
I wasn't expecting that. I wasn't expecting that.
I wonder, like-
No, Shayna, I honestly just
No, I
wasn't
get it,
expecting
I
you
get
for
it.
like to like show us your tongue. That was
Wait,
mostly it.
wait, how does that like come to be, you know? Like is it just like you're born with it, right?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
guess.
That's crazy.
I've heard people that have those.
Yeah, and like my
Shayna.
Are you
my
like?
parents don't.
Is it like common for you to get like eroded taste buds? Do you guys know what I'm talking about? When like your taste bud gets like, I don't know, and
Yeah.
it like comes,
Yeah.
and it like, yeah, that fucking hurts.
It's more like everything is more intense. So like spicy food is way more spicy than it should be, and then sour food is
That's why. Is
Super
that why you
sour.
love like sour and sweet stuff so much?
Yeah, but then I'm also like,
Not too much.
it'll definitely get me. Like after
Yeah.
I've had enough, it's like my tongue is like, like stop. And alcohol also is.
Oh. Ooh, does that?
It tastes, or it stings.
Yeah.
Every
Oh.
time I drink
Oh,
alcohol,
wow.
it like stings my mouth.
crazy.
no matter
Honestly,
how
kind of
sweet
same
it
though.
is.
Okay, so like no, if that was me, I probably wouldn't like spicy stuff either.
That's
Well, yeah.
I like love spicy food though, so I can't like imagine like not liking salsa.
I like spicy
is,
food. Spicy
like
food does not
curry. I love curry so much,
Dude, I
but
can
like I
teach you how
can't
to.
eat
I
it.
can teach you how to make like a curry that's not spicy. I'm good at it. I love a curry.
I
Just,
get
like, wrap
mild
your
Japanese
tongue.
curry, or I get medium hot Japanese curry, and it's like I can deal with that. I've learned to deal with it.
Wow, I just learned so
Good
much
for you.
about you.
Dude,
Wow.
thank you.
I
Yeah.
kind of
I already knew all
when
this.
it comes to the scales of like spicy food takeout. Like I'm always like I would like a 2.
I get 3.
Oh,
I get
Zero.
3
I
literally was
regardless.
saying this the other. I want to try 4, but I'm afraid if
I'm
I'm
a-
spending
okay.
$30 on food, I don't want to like.
Busaras,
it be
they've
too
like done
spicy.
stuff
Yeah.
to mine before. Like I'll get like a 3 or like a 2.5, and then like it is not a 3 level in like comparatively to other
Like
places.
it's way higher, or way
yeah,
lower.
yeah. Like it'll be like a 5.
Yeah,
for the
that's why I
spice.
stick with 3 because like I
Right,
feel like some
exactly.
places you don't taste the spice at all, and some
Yeah.
places it's like hotter, but I can handle
Yeah.
it if it's a 3.
But like I've gotten a 2 at like the same place, and one time it's been like a 6, and one time it's been like a 2.
True,
And
yeah.
so I'm always
Oh.
afraid, so I always go lower, and then I add hot sauce
When they
at
go
home.
low, I go low.
when they go low,
I
go low.
like to I also just like I enjoy adding like sriracha or like hot sauce to things when I get home, so it works out.
Tapatio is the best hot sauce.
Tapatio.
Anyways.
I love green
what are we
Tabasco.
talking about?
Oh, green Tabasco. I've recently found a love for
No,
that.
it's amazing. It's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Hot tip, not hot take, hot tip. When you go to Chipotle, they have little to-go containers by the hot sauce, and you can they always have green Tabasco, and it's amazing, mixed into sour cream.
Ooh.
Yeah,
oh,
it's
Tapatio
really
with sour
good.
cream with the case.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Anyway,
Talk about food every time.
I know.
Yeah.
Every podcast.
Every podcast.
Movies and food.
movies and food.
All right.
That's what we do.
I think it's time to get into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
So I think that maybe like sections for this is good. We can talk about like just like social media in general, our experience with it, YouTube, like that kind of stuff. My questions are kind of all over the place. So I mean, we could first just talk about like when did you guys first get on social media?
Ooh.
What
way
was
too
your like
young.
OG
Yeah, way too young.
Way
well,
too young.
Wait, what is too young? What do you what
Okay,
what,
Like
what
I
is
was
too
in
young?
elementary school.
Oh,
Yeah,
I was too,
same,
okay.
same.
I have a
Which,
really
for
weird
me, I think
experience
it's too
because
young, too.
my like first experience with like what I at the time considered social media was Lego had like a social media side of their website. Oh my god. And I was obsessed with it, and that was like my first like that was my like introduction almost to the internet, it felt like.
Yeah.
Because like my mom had Facebook, but I wasn't allowed on it. And so okay, so maybe even go back further than that. Farmville was my first experience with social media. My mom let me play like every once in a while, and I like was obsessed with it. But then like my own like having the reins and control of things was the Lego website where you could post pictures of the things you built with like descriptions and like other people's stuff.
That's awesome.
And I became obsessed with it. It was short lived. But then after that, like I didn't have like a YouTube moment until like 8th grade. Like I had very limited internet access because I was like homeschooled, and my parents were like, "Oh, you can like this isn't great. We don't know what this is." They were just like cautious, and so like until I had my own phone, I didn't really have like access.
Oh man, you're sending me way farther back than I was originally gonna say. Cause
Did you do the Lego
No,
website
I didn't
too?
do that.
Because
but,
that
like,
place was crazy.
because I was gonna say like I got Facebook in 4th grade, and
Oh. I didn't have Facebook till my sophomore year of high school.
Facebook in 4th grade, Instagram in 5th grade, and
Yeah, I
but
got
before
Instagram in
that,
5th grade.
there was like just like a preset like thing you could download on your DS that was like
Talk about the
TikTok
chat, the
chat?
TikTok chat.
Yeah,
yes!
yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
but like
yes.
I could,
Guys, was that social media? You know what I mean?
you're on like the bus
Yeah.
and you're like, yeah.
could you just do that to
Makes
like
sense to me.
anybody?
No, it was like.
Yeah.
So that's more
it
like a
was
messaging thing.
more-
yeah, okay. But then
people
also
near you.
like Wizard 101.
Oh,
I
yeah.
was
Oh,
obsessed with
yeah.
Wizard 101 like 1st grade. And
I didn't
I
do
was
Wizard
I was
101.
sending
Wizard
messages
101.
and like interacting in video form with
Yeah.
people that young. I don't know.
Yeah.
So like in a way,
Yeah,
all the way
I
as far
I
back
had
as
a very
1st grade.
different experience just because like I got to like middle school like public middle school. I had no idea what Wizard 101 was.
Oh, you were missing out.
I like didn't really have like a lot of access to the internet. I knew what it was, but I didn't like I don't know. I didn't have my own phone until 8th grade, and I had a Nook. Do you guys remember what Nooks were? I had a Nook, and like you could read on that and go on YouTube. And on YouTube, I watched like clips of Disney Channel shows because I didn't have cable growing up. I was very sheltered.
Dang.
But also, I
That's
felt
insane.
like I wasn't. Like it felt normal, and then all of a sudden, it like when I got to public school, I was like, this was very not normal.
I think for me, I got okay, I didn't have it like starting from then until now, like 3rd grade. But I had it for like, I don't even know. Wait, no, 5th grade. Sorry, yeah, 5th grade. But then I think like I just ended up deleting it after a while or something because I got freaked out because I was not like safe as a kid. Like who let a 9-year-old like do this?
I've had the same Instagram
Yeah.
account since 5th grade.
But now I've had mine since I like re-downloaded 6th
Yeah.
grade and then since then and but that's like the longest form. But again, I'm thinking about times that I've like thrown it back all the way. This is gonna sound really weird, but like Candy Crush or like there
No,
was,
you
like,
could talk to people
yeah,
on that.
you
You could
used
talk
to
to
be able
people on
to.
that, or like Gemblitz.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah,
it's
you
like
could.
one
There
of
was a
the-
messaging
yeah,
service
yeah.
on that. Like kids are playing this,
Yeah.
and then there's
It's
like
like,
a
why
way
is-
to contact people.
Yeah.
Angry Birds had like a social media part of their platform where you could be like contacting people from like Duolingo has
Like,
social
Yeah,
media
yeah.
in it. Like all of these
weird.
things had a messaging service, and like I had no idea.
Like
what
you
I-
don't even notice you're
Yeah.
doing the. It's
Also-
just like contacting strangers.
Okay,
I guess.
really throwing it back. I didn't have Vine for the longest time,
Dude,
so I like
I
didn't
was
know
on
Vine.
Vine. I
But
never had
you know
Vine.
what?
So
You know
on
what I
Vine.
used? iFunny. Like that was also
Oh
like
my
the big
God.
thing at the. Oh my god, I just forgot about that. But yeah, and then had Twitter. Don't have it anymore. Yeah, crazy. So much social
Wavelength
media.
doesn't even have Twitter anymore.
Yeah.
What happened to us?
I used to love Twitter, and now it's like
It's like
It's not Twitter.
it's not Twitter. It's
it's
weird.
Elon Musk.
I need somewhere else to get my jokes off.
Oh my god. Guys, I'm so chronically online. I like my stepdad and my step siblings introduced me and my brother to like online games when we were really young. And I was like 6 or 7 when I met my step siblings. So like starting from then, we'd play like Toontown together, and you could message on there. It was like Toontown, Pirates of the Caribbean Online, Wizard 101, Animal Jam,
Club Penguin. Sorry, I just thought of that.
yeah,
too.
Club Penguin, like all the Roblox too.
Was Webkins like that?
I think it
Yeah.
was.
I had TY Beanie Baby. Like they had their own like version of Webkins.
As they
like,
should.
It was
There was a point in time where like you bought a toy, it had a code on it, and you
Yeah.
could get
Yeah.
access to a
Yeah.
game. I got an American Girl doll during like 2014, and there was a point in time where if you bought an American Girl doll, it came with like a code in the back of the box that you could type in online, and you could play an American Girl doll University. I was so upset because I got my American Girl doll, I put the code in, I was able to play for 6 months, and then they deactivated it. And I was pissed. But those games were amazing. And they don't make them like that anymore, frankly. Like there was a Lego minifigure one. That one was fun. I loved the Lego website. Loved the Lego
You were
website.
on there.
No, I was on the Lego website.
You know, you should talk about your YouTube video.
No, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Shayna's
so
probably
I'm
the
gonna-
most like online
Yeah.
person.
Which is funny now 'cause
like,
it's
of all of
flips.
us.
It's crazy. I feel like I'm not up to date with a lot of, well, like I am up to date, but like definitely not as chronically online as I used
Yeah,
to be.
I feel like since deleting stuff, I'm like, oh, I didn't, I feel a little bit out of loop.
It's no, yeah,
Yeah.
I get it. But
I'm the most chronically online now.
so my first YouTube video, I think, was like the back of it was like my back facing, you can see like half of my computer screen, and I was showing people how to make a house in Minecraft, and I was in like 3rd or 4th grade or something, and then I had like this full YouTube channel where I would just post like all these things like throughout like later in elementary school because they gave us iPads in my elementary school.
Dang.
Like starting
California.
I think it was 3rd or 4th grade. Yeah. No, it
What's
was
the
definitely
deal?
thanks to my school system. But I also had I got Instagram I think in 4th grade, and I like it's still up. You can still go
dang.
back in it. I like changed the username and everything. But like it started as a My Little Pony fan account. So there's just
should.
like a bunch of pictures of Fluttershy and then all of the characters And then slowly you see me like post more and more about my life. And I'm like a 5th grader and I'm like, just play truth or dare. Like, but there's also like times
That's
when
like
I'm
a digital diary.
yeah.
That's cool.
And there's like things that I posted that like I didn't realize like what I was posting.
Right.
Like there was this
I'm definitely glad for the archive button.
oh my god. There was
In life.
what's the best one? I'd say the funniest one that my friends like literally like will laugh together at it. There's like, you know those pictures where it says some like sad story and they like post it and it's really like it's like, oh, this happened to this lady and she was
Oh,
so
it's like
sad
a picture
after.
of like a person or something
Yeah.
that like you don't know and it's like a
Yeah.
Google image. Yeah.
So it would be like there was this picture I posted of
It's,
like
like,
this little
obnoxiously
girl on
large
like
text.
these train tracks, but it's like a photography taken. Like this is a professional photo of this girl just like playing on the tracks, like nothing dangerous. And then I made up this story. I was like, there was this girl who was on the tracks with her mom, and she was deaf, and she.
Oh my god.
And I was trying to say like this if you want to like raise awareness about like deaf people, and I was like this if you're against deaf people,
Oh yeah.
because I didn't realize. Like, I was in like 4th or 5th grade when I wrote. Like in my head, I was like, "This is what this means." Like,
Like you're not against.
yeah, not against, but just like against people not being like cautious.
Oh.
You just wanted the likes, Shayna.
No,
Wow.
Wait, she's like, this'll get me clout. This is what'll get me to follow.
I was literally like,
Raise
people
this
should
if
be
you want
aware.
awareness about deafness. Hit the subscribe button.
That leads me to a question that I might get no answers on, but that's okay. Which is like, when is the first time you guys remember using the internet for evil, or for like
Oh. What do you mean for
nefarious
evil?
purposes?
Oh.
Like
2017, and I was in 8th grade.
2017, I was cooking up something.
I too was in 8th grade.
No, I was in 8th grade, and it was Snapchat. It always started on Snapchat. And I like.
Yeah, I know.
This is a good question.
And
Okay,
I like me and my friend were sitting in her basement and we both have like Snapchat open and we're both messaging the same person and we're saying the exact same thing at the exact same time and like we're just trying to like be like we're just being stupid. And I remember like this person got like very upset and they were like this is not funny, like you can't do this. And like I'm looking back now and I'm like, that was really funny. Like that was a good time. We were in 8th grade, like what were we supposed to do?
There's nothing else.
Like there's nothing else to do. But also like it was dumb. We like,
Only evil purposes.
yeah, no, it was just
Mine-
like, it wasn't necessarily evil. It was just like nefariously and,
Yeah.
like, stupid.
The person you were texting thought it was evil.
No, they did.
Did you guys ever have ship accounts at your?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no, I.
I sent stuff into those anonymous
No, I
accounts.
started one. You both did?
me and this girl during a sleepover. She convinced me though. I
started
not the
one
one.
in-
I was so nervous about it. And
Oh.
She was like, "Let's do it, and I was like, "No."
I was the same way. I was like totally just like along for the ride. Everyone was doing it for me, but it was 8th grade, and I like I was
You did it with like a purpose.
I was
to,
at a
like,
sleepover.
Ship yourself. with
yeah,
someone
yeah,
else.
of course,
Okay, yeah.
of course, yeah. I was like, yeah, duh. I was like, you guys can do this. This is fine, but like as long as you put me in.
No,
put me-
like, that's why I was messaging the guy. Like I was like, no, like one of us will get something out of this.
True.
Like, clearly, like he likes one of us.
And then, but I was at a sleepover, and
oh, it always happens at a sleepover.
yeah.
Sleepover.
And I felt so bad about it afterwards. That like when my mom picked me up, I just like gave her my phone. And like I gave her my phone and like got my friends in trouble.
Oh my god.
I didn't know she. They wound up getting in trouble.
I got people in trouble through my use of people who because I was homeschooled. I had other people who were also homeschooled who went to who transferred over to public school at the same time as me, and like there was like this like unspoken I don't know we never talked to each other once. Like we were homeschooled.
That makes a lot of
Yeah,
sense.
yeah.
We were homeschooled together for like years. We knew each other. We did like homeschooled extracurricular activities together. Like we were friends. I knew this person. We go to public school together. We're in the same grade. We're in the same classes. We get to public school, never talk to each other again.
you're like
We're
they-
still
no one
seeing
can
each
know.
other at parties, like outside of school, because we have common friends. And I remember like one day I have my phone pulled up and I'm like texting my friend and she's like, oh, blah, is blah, blah, blah there? And I'm like, yeah, no, he is. And she's like, oh my God, wouldn't it be so crazy if you told his mom that he's dating this girl? And my mom sees it from over my shoulder and she's like, what? And she goes and she talks to his mom. And 2 weeks later at school, I get approached at recess.
No.
And this girl was
Recess?
this girl was like, you broke us up. It was you. And then it was like a huge thing that everyone found out. We knew each other. And we'd like, there was like photos of us from like years previous, like hanging out. Like,
You got exposed for being
no, like,
homeschooled.
I literally, no, I had a crazy lie going on. And she told everybody about it, which was just that I didn't want anyone to know I was homeschooled. So I told everyone I went to like a super smart private school.
That's awesome. As you should.
And she like told everybody because I, through texting, like got her and her, because like his mom didn't want him to date. And so like they had to
You
break
broke
up.
them up.
I broke them up. I'm so sorry.
Guys, I have a crazy story. Sorry, we're backtracking a little bit. So you know her talking about like the ship accounts? Okay. You asked like the evil thing.
Yeah.
I forgot about this until you said this. So in 6th grade, this is still my Instagram now, actually. Like, it's like, you know how you can change your username, obviously. Like, I've had it since like 2013. So I like didn't tell people my identity, and so I remember the Instagram was like under the mask. And I remember like people would start following me, right? And I was like, oh my God, I go to this middle school. I'm not gonna dox my middle school. I was like, oh, I go to this middle school. I play this in band and blah 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 blah. And so you know you could like kind of deduce from that. And so
Did you
like,
ever do like a face reveal?
well, okay.
getting
So I like would post stuff, and a lot of them were just they're like memes. I don't know. And then people were like they started following me, like, who are you? And then like there were some people that I told like about it, and I was like, don't tell anyone. And then like I remember I think I had
Abby
like
was literally WWing on it.
I think I had like 100 followers at one point, and I was like, if every single one of my followers likes this photo, I'll reveal who I was. Only like not that many people liked it, and I still like and then I finally like, revealed myself. Like it's because at one point in middle school I had like a masquerade mask, and I was like, this is cool.
So would you like post pictures of yourself with the masquerade mask?
No. But that was
And
like the
everyone's like, who is this?
that was like the
Abby's like
It's just
doing
Abby
it
with
in
the mask.
Photoshop in like 8th grade.
No, and like it gets worse because oh my God, this lore, middle school lore. Okay, so like
bad.
later in that year, someone made like an account, and it was a ship account, and it was like the like the initials of like my middle school, and then it was like underscore like mystery, and it was like our mascot was like the coyote, so like it was a photo of coyote, and it was like a ship account, and then people thought it was me.
people are like, Abby, this is a
No, exactly.
dead joke. You
exactly.
just stop doing this.
And then I knew who it was because I'm like, who the hell are you? Like, people think that you're me, or yeah. And then in the bio they change it like, I am not Abby. I think it's actually still up. Like
I
I
am
can
not
look this
Abby.
up, and yeah, and then people found out, and then yeah, that's correct. Yeah, middle school.
Crazy.
Under the mask. Behind the mask.
switching it up. Second question.
Wait. Do we know what Shayna's
Shayna, yeah, you
evil?
done anything?
You're not
Okay.
Let's
getting
see if I can
off.
find this.
Guys, there was like something like, well, it wasn't my intention. Like it's something I like literally shouldn't say because it's like, but it's not like I was just in 6th grade. I got really mad at one of my teachers, and so I was like just DMing people in my class, and I was like, I hate this teacher.
What is your like? Maybe I'll talk about like what is our relationship with social media and the internet like now?
Hate it.
Not good.
No.
Trying to get less online. I don't know.
Yeah.
Because, like, you know how people say, oh my God, like, oh, I'm just so chronically online, but it just loses its meaning because everyone says it now. And then there are just moments where I'm like, oh my God, you think about this and that. I'm like, oh my, who cares? Like, I'm like, deleting TikTok has been good for my mind. And kind of Twitter, because I've been off Twitter for a while. Do I go on it on Safari sometimes? Yes, I do. But,
It's like overcrowded with things that I just don't want to see.
yeah.
I scrolled Twitter this morning and I saw like 15 videos of people like committing a crime. Like just like this man
you guys wanna
pushes
talk
her
about-
off
It's
of
kind
the
of
about-
classic internet.
Let's
though.
talk about
Yeah.
a place where things I don't want to see are Instagram Reels are crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Like why? I don't go on there.
Mine's-
I really am like it's bad. Like, I don't know what's happening on there. It's like a corner of the internet that feels like untouched.
That's I deleted TikTok too, and that's my rehab zone. Or
That
like
is
my
I
relapse
am
zone
on
when
there.
Yeah.
I need something to do.
Well,
It's always been there
Shayna,
since
you have
day
to
one.
bleep this too, because I don't think people should have to hear this. Have you guys ever seen the videos of people like being killed on there?
Yes.
What?
Well, I've seen that on TikTok.
I've never seen that on TikTok, but I've seen that on Instagram Reels multiple times. Like people being run over with cars or like lighting themselves on fire or like being shot.
Yeah,
I've seen that on
those.
Twitter.
Yeah, that's
Twitter.
Like I think that yeah. My relationship to the internet, I'm the only one on TikTok besides Kaysen. Kaysen isn't here, obviously. Oh, Kaysen's over there.
Still awake.
Yeah. I think I have like I think because I had that very like limited access when I was younger, I have like a different relationship with it now. I do find myself wishing like I've lately been doing this thing. I'm not like not allowing myself to go on like one specific app, but I will shut my phone off for like day at a time, or like hours. I just don't really want to be on it all the time, and sometimes that makes my like how I interact with people, especially like social situations when I know I'm going into like a situation where there's gonna be a lot of like socializing. I turn my phone off because I think I socialize better without it. Like if
agree.
I don't have the option of going to my phone as like
Yeah.
a resort to like not interact with someone, I then like am just more like I'm better at it.
Yeah.
But
That's a good
Because I
idea.
feel like antisocial a lot of the times at things like that. And then a couple weeks ago, I had to do for a class. I had to do like a purge of like screen time. And I felt awesome. I was like, this is great. I went to a birthday party that night and I felt great. I was like, this is super awesome. I'm glad I'm talking to all these people, like having a good time.
So
So
one thing that I've noticed deleting, at least TikTok, because the reason I was off of it, and I feel like you could say this for all social media, it's like, oh, do this thing, do that thing, this theory, whatever. It's just like, can I just like live my life? Like that's the biggest
Yeah.
thing. Like that was the biggest thing that got me off TikTok. Cause I'm like, I can't keep doing this. Like it's not good for me.
Yeah.
And then also like literally what you were saying, I had this conversation I think with a friend just in the past couple weeks that like not having social media because we form like parasocial relationships with people, it's like being off of that or being less so off of that, it's like I get to see who's in my life right now or like who is like obviously, you know, you have friends like back at home or wherever you call home and across like the United States, of course, that you want to still be in contact with. But then I just think about who's like in my contacts or like who am I texting regularly?
Yeah.
Like, you know, it's like social media just it's just yeah.
And it's a different thing. I mean, it's just like such an interesting, even keeping up with people from home
Yeah.
is like, because I mean, we're either all from different places or all have people that left. It's like a really good thing to do, but it's not real. Like it's still
Yeah.
no, you
It's like
feel like
communicating
you
over
feel
the-
like you're involved in that person's life,
Yeah.
but you are like so far removed
Yeah.
from being
Yeah.
involved in that person's life. I will say, in the span of like social media specifically, like when we talk about like Instagram specifically, I took it like when I started using it so like not seriously at all. Like I would
Yeah,
just like
yeah.
post things,
That
no
was everyone.
caption. I would like post a story that I thought was funny, and then like probably like a year into it, I was like, this is so serious. Like this is my image. This is how
Yeah.
people think of me, and I like stopped posting entirely because I was like, I don't want people to see me and see what I'm doing.
Frozen.
And I also took like when I took my gap year, I took like a year off of social media where I just like didn't post at all, and then I archived everything. And I now like after taking that time, I was like, I'm back to where I started with. We're feeling like no, I feel a lot less pressure about it. Like I'm like, oh, this is fun, and I make it what I want to make it, and so it is no longer has that like
Yeah.
hold on me of like this is my image, this is how people see me. Like it's just like this is my friends, and my friends will see this, and it doesn't matter how many likes it gets or how many people see it. It just matters that like I enjoy it.
No, literally, because it's like we're the ones that like run them. Because people, I mean, I agree with that sentiment because I've been there. I mean, honestly, still even now, just a little bit, and like I'm just like, we are the ones that run them. Like, why are we so
Yeah.
scared to like post about ourselves? Like, I don't know.
From 7th grade to 12th grade, I had an account. Like, I still have it, and I still am on it. And there's, like, I think 5 posts left on it. But I had an account called Shayna Weeb that I would post comedy videos on. Like, I would
Like
label them.
skits?
Yeah, like, I'd literally, like, I would post these videos trying to make my friends laugh. And then pretty much, like, in, like, 8th grade, like a lot of people knew me because they knew that video, like because they knew the videos, and like it was a fully public account, and it was just me like goofing off or just making some like stupid skit, and like I had it throughout high school too, and like slowly, I think COVID kind of killed it because I was just like, all of a sudden I was becoming way more aware of like how people are judging me.
I had a secondary account too. I had a photography account that I did, and it was like, I took it seriously. Like, I was enjoying it. And I mean, I just stopped doing photography, but also like, I think it got too serious. It got too real for me. And I was like, this is not like, this is stupid. Like, I don't know. I enjoy, I think that honestly, I think that the only reason I'm able to do, like, because my job at Wavelength is so like social media heavy and internet heavy, I think the only reason I'm able to do it is because I have that relationship with social media where I feel like this is just for fun. This is nothing like crazy. Because if not, like, I think we all have moments of like, how are people perceiving us because of this job. But I think like for me specifically, like having that moment of like, this is not anything like crazy. Like, I'm not a social media influencer. I'm like, it doesn't matter how many like personal like likes I get on my post of my like me and my friends. Like, that doesn't matter. And in like 8th and 9th grade, I really thought it did. I was like, I need to get all these posts and I need to get this engagement. I'm like, what? Like, no, I'm like an 8th grader from Lincoln, Nebraska. It's no one cares. I shouldn't care.
I feel like also too is just like the age that we're at, like, just like the teenage angst, like genuinely. I mean, like still now, but it's evolved into something. That's like the whole like, you know how people like dump on Instagram. I mean, I do this where like it's like the quarterly wrap up, and it's just like the dumps of the like the photos.
Yeah.
And then it's like, well, now they're too like they're so
Like, it's a thing people
strategic
do. Yeah.
that
Yeah.
they're not like a dump anymore, where it's like just random photos. Like that's been a thing.
I'm still doing random
Oh, and
photos.
I do that, but it's like,
I mean, like,
but
I
don't
choose
do
the
it-
ones I like the most, but like,
right.
I like to. I think of my Instagram as like, Tim, you're like smiling.
I was never doing random photos. I don't. Was anybody? I don't know.
I
planned to the
think
max.
Yeah, I was
I know,
trying to
I
make
do
myself
too.
look
I
cool.
think they were always purposeful, but like I post photos that I love and I want people to see. Like, I don't know, if it's funny or like if I find joy in it. Like, I treat my Instagram like Marie Kondo. Like, you guys know, like, if it like the Marie Kondo like cleaning method.
Oh, yeah,
like,
yeah,
if it
yeah.
brings you joy, like, keep it. And that's what I kind of like think about. I'm like, do I like this? Okay, there it goes.
Yeah. Instagram. I wonder if it's
Which
ever
is
gonna
why
like
I have a
die
picture of
out.
a burning mail truck on my Instagram.
You do?
Yeah,
That's like
yeah.
artsy though. That's cool.
No, you should look at it. Actually, I saw it in person. It was crazy. It's like on fire. Like, it's in a pit of flames.
Is it still on fire?
No,
Oh,
no,
okay.
no.
You're using the present tense.
No. It's from when I lived on Vashon, and this like mail truck like just like burst into flames one day, and
wild.
People's
people
mail.
freaked out
Oh,
because people's
no.
mail. Yeah.
Yeah. Big
Sad.
But I got
Love
it.
letters in there.
bills and
There were more
checks.
like just bills and packages that people were really. And you know what? The
Presents.
funniest part of it all was that I got the photo from a Facebook post that I saw on like the Vashon and like if you live on Vashon, there's like a Facebook group you can join. And Vashon is an island in Washington.
Oh, okay. I was
It's,
like,
right off
what
of-
is that?
It's like right off
You
of
think you're
Seattle.
sneaky.
Yeah.
It's like, is that like a street or something.
It's like a small island off of
Okay.
Seattle, and it's so small that there's like Facebook groups where that's like how
Okay.
they keep everybody up with like what's going on the island. Somebody posted this photo of this mail truck. I was like, this is funny. I want this. The comments on the post are like, oh my gosh, my package is gone. And I was like, guys, what about that mail driver who's stranded on the middle of our island?
Dang.
So sad.
And it wound up on your Instagram
It is. It's on my Instagram.
because you're casual.
Instagram.
Yeah.
Not me.
Do you want
What's
to talk
our-
about our personal? We mentioned on Thursday talking about social media and how it affects like us as our jobs. Do we want to talk about the times we've gotten noticed?
My digital footprint is so big.
God,
I mean,
I'm
even before,
everywhere.
even without like work stuff. Oh my god,
I
it's
think-
huge.
You can look up my name and it comes up with
Really?
videos of me.
Yeah.
Yeah, same.
Sweet.
I'm up.
I think I'm the most hidden out of all of us.
I actually don't think that's
Yeah.
true.
Really? Maybe I'm the most
No.
hidden from myself. I'm the most
Yeah.
sheltered.
Okay. Because here's the thing. Like, Tim and Abby and Shayna all don't have TikTok. And so that's where people recognize us the most. So they don't see the videos of themselves. So like you guys don't know.
Out of sight, out of mind.
I
It's
know.
literally
and
out of
it's
sight, out of
good
mind.
because then I can just do
Yeah.
whatever.
But like I have been recognized 5 times in the last month.
Phew,
So
that's a lot.
See, my thing is like, I've also said this, but every time I'm talking with someone, just wherever I'm at, it's always when I'm talking to them for 10 minutes, and then they're like, oh, like and then it's like, why? Well, like, but I guess it's weird for them to say something at the beginning. But if they do that to you, which is weird,
yes,
it's like the
it's very
opposite.
interesting because you get recognized like minutes into a conversation.
Yeah.
Like Abby, we've talked about this, and Abby is always like, she's talking to someone, and then somebody's like, they're like, "Are you from Wavelength?" Whereas I get like people come up to me and they're like, "Oh my gosh,
Well,
you're Lily from Wavelength."
yeah,
and
you're
I've
al-
had people get comments about like Tim, and I've like people have said stuff about all of us to me.
You're also the one talking to the camera, so I
Yeah.
wonder if that's like a
Yeah,
parasocial
I feel
relationship
like-
that's
Yeah.
more
No, and
connected
but
to
I-
you. Maybe they feel more comfortable talking to you.
But I think that's really an interesting part of social media that has come out of social media is that people do feel as if they have this parasocial
Right,
relationship
exactly.
with like content creators and people online. Not that that's what we are, because if you're watching this and you've ever said hello to me, I just was living my life.
Quinn.
It was just living my life. I feel really bad because sometimes when people like I think I was telling you guys about this. Sometimes when people say hello to me, it's like a bad time, like or it's just like I don't want to. Like or it's like a weird like way that they do it, and I don't really want to interact anymore, and I'll like I try to be nice, but I think I come across as like passive, and because like someone a couple weeks ago said hello to me, and I was just and they were like, I love your videos, and I was just like, okay.
God, what?
Well, no, they like elbowed me in the back minutes before
Oh,
the
that's
concert,
right.
so like I was just
Oh,
like
yeah,
done.
yeah,
I was
yeah,
done
yeah.
with it. I was
Okay,
like
we
this
needed the
interaction.
context.
I mean, if you elbow anyone in the
Okay.
back and say anything, they're probably not going to react
No, I
in a
was like,
nice
yeah.
way. So I think
Okay.
people just have to understand
Yeah,
that.
no, but like most of the time I'm like I it's always like people are always like I love your videos, and I'm like thank you, it's so nice.
Yeah.
But
It's nice to hear.
I mean I'm glad that people like enjoy our content and
Oh,
like
yeah.
take it in, and like we've gotten some really nice comments about people who are like this has helped me choose in my dorm, or the person on YouTube, there was like a mom who was like this helped my daughters like gain information about Western, and that's so amazing, and I'm glad that people are like getting that information from us.
Yeah.
It is very interesting though to like have
To
that
actually see
relationship
that.
with
Yeah.
your like because like we're all just students, and it's interesting to have that like relationship with like the student body of like any moment any of us could be doing anything, and then someone could just be like, oh my gosh, I know you from the internet, and it's like
Yeah.
oh, and also like thinking about it in the future, like my face will probably be on the internet for the rest of my life.
Man,
I got
I've been a
something I was thinking about recently is like when like if I have kids, like they're in school, and like I plan to live in Bellingham for the rest of my life, and so like them coming home one day and being like, somebody showed me a video of you, and I'm like, that's weird, and
That is a little weird.
it's a little strange. Like I don't know, and I think that is like an interesting part of like social media and the internet that we're living in now. It's so like it lasts. It does not go away. Like your videos, your YouTube videos,
Yeah.
like they're there. They're
Yeah.
there for your life.
And like I've gotten to the point where those have already been so like
They're
my
great.
friends
They're
have
funny.
already thank you. My friends have already dug them up and stuff. So it's like to the point where that doesn't bother me anymore. And like especially with this stuff, I don't know. I don't really feel like there's stuff that is online that I'm like too embarrassed about, because either I'm like I was literally a little kid. Like
Yeah.
you can't
Yeah.
believe me for what's up there. Like I will show you guys my My Little Pony Instagram because it's really funny.
Yeah, we can talk about YouTube if you want. What was everyone's favorite YouTuber when you were like, oh my god. Also, do you still watch them?
Yes, actually.
I'm more into YouTube now than I ever was before.
I would
I
agree.
need I need a little YouTube dinner with
Yeah.
my food and my YouTube. I
Go
watch
to go.
Hive Mind, and that's it.
Oh, I know who
They
those-
do
yeah.
like music trivia,
Yeah.
and they're
Oh.
funny guys, and I love them. And I watch that, and I watch like sports stuff, and that's it. But I've never been like a huge YouTube person, and it's like weird because now I'm like I'm 22, and like
Your
people are
iPad
like,
baby.
who is your favorite YouTuber? I'm like, well, right now I'm like more into YouTube than I ever was before, which is strange.
I think since me deleting TikTok, I've been on YouTube a little bit more.
Yeah.
But okay, recently I've been watching TED Talks, but that's only because I've been going through it. But
We've been there. I've been there, man.
yeah.
Oh my god.
Connor Franta was like the OG for me. And I actually, for a really long time, I stopped watching his videos, but now he actually does like these really cool video essays that I really resonate with. And like that's also stuff that I do. I have a YouTube
I
channel,
watch
guys.
Abby's YouTube channel
Yeah,
all the time.
yeah. And
I actually do watch Abby's videos.
yeah, he puts
I
out.
actually do, yeah.
You want to talk about social media that you don't use anymore? I don't have YouTube. I don't have it
Oh,
downloaded on my
dang.
phone. I was really upset about the amount of notifications I was getting, and I know I could have just turned them off, but I really didn't want to. Like, I didn't use the app, so I was like, I'm just gonna get rid of it. So if I want to watch a YouTube video, I just go on Google.
I think a big mix for me, yeah, it's just like I just watch a lot of different things because I mean the biggest thing used to be like video essays in general or like movie stuff, like movie interviews.
Oh, yeah, movie reviews were huge.
Yeah,
for
like
me.
that's
Watch Mojo.
yeah. Welcome to
Watch
Watch Mojo,
Mojo.
and
Oh my
I
God.
Welcome to Watch Mojo.
I still sometimes watch Cody Co, not as much as I used to back in like
Yeah.
2019 or 2020 when like all those like the Viners that went
Yeah.
to YouTube like popped off. But now it's like I also not as much anymore. But I used to use YouTube every night to listen to ASMR.
Dude, I used to do that.
yeah,
Oh my god.
yeah. But now I don't
Gentle
know.
whispering.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I just kind of I'm all over the place now because I can't. Yeah, a lot of it is just movie stuff or like things that involve. Yeah,
I'm probably going to watch some YouTube when I get home tonight.
yeah.
Yeah.
Unwind.
I
Okay, Jim.
Cook some dinner. Unwind. Yeah.
I think today was the first time I sat down and I watched multiple YouTube videos or like a YouTube video in like through to completion. Like I
And
don't.
that doesn't even count because you're on the clock.
No, literally, I did it for research. I don't watch YouTube. But when I was at like my height of watching YouTube, I watched like David Dobrik and the Vlog Squad. This is like in 8th grade probably. And that's when they were like really at their peak moment. Like I wasn't into Vine, but I know that they all came from Vine.
Yeah.
When social media like really like got good for me was like 2019. I downloaded TikTok for the first time, and that was like the moment where like I found something I enjoyed.
Life.
Summer 2019 TikTok.
Summer
Peak.
2019 TikTok. I was into it, guys. I watched the Hype House documentary when it came out.
Thing? Whoa. I don't watch that.
Because I like saw the first video from them on TikTok in 2019. Because 2019 summer TikTok, there was like not enough stuff on TikTok and not enough people on TikTok to where it's
Right,
like
right.
to where it was
Like
like
so many
so
people.
like
I got it during quarantine.
yeah, like it was where like
Yeah, I
it,
know.
it was still like very broad. Like it wasn't so niche like it is now.
Mm-hmm.
So I was seeing like everything, and I saw the Hype House like start. And like I saw it for probably I probably got those videos on my For You page for like a year and a half after that, and so I watched the documentary because I was like, this is interesting. Maybe I'm like curious about it.
I'm curious.
It's not good. Don't watch it. Don't watch it. No, but so like the Vlog Squad, David Dobrik, and then I watched this guy named Joey Kidney for like 2 years, and he lived in Canada and he did like motivational videos, and I like thought that they were stupid, and I stopped watching them very shortly. I was like, I don't like this anymore. I'm done.
Yeah.
I've grown.
That was it though. That was really it.
I was on YouTube. That was you guys. I've got videos on there since like 2013 or something. So I was watching like a lot of gamer channels and like nerdy channels. So I'd watch like PewDiePie and everything, and like I was a big Dan and Phil fan. I saw them on tour in
Oh, yeah.
in 8th grade.
Did you buy their book?
I had
did
both
read
their
their
books.
books.
Yeah. Did I buy their books? Yeah, I was a big Dan and Phil fan, and like, I think, like, kind of their YouTube community.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
British.
yeah, the British people.
Just
Oh my god, I used to
Sean
watch a
Penn
lot of
people.
Shane Dawson. when
Oh
I
no,
was-
no, me too.
Yeah.
Even before he changed it to his like I used to watch
No,
him every
yeah,
day in
I-
high school.
dude.
Oh my god, you just
I
brought him
saw-
every. Yeah.
What did Shane Dawson do?
Like,
Like, why-
he
like,
just like
Good thing.
I mean, we
He
could
would,
probably
like-
get into this now. Like, I mean, does anybody I think we've all probably have like a YouTuber that's gotten canceled. Maybe not.
I was just asking what did Shane Dawson like? What kind of videos?
He-
Did
Oh, like,
Oh
documentary
yeah, I
stuff.
thought you
No,
meant like
he
what
would-
did he do?
Oh, no,
like,
no,
He
no,
like,
no,
he
live?
rebranded. He used to do
I
like
have
these
more. I have more
trying-
YouTubers too.
Oh, keep
trying
going,
this
Shanna.
or whatever.
Rapid fire.
So Shane Dawson, in in 8th grade, I was down this very silly pipeline that was like Filthy Frank and iDubbbz and like H3, which was really like, you know,
HCHC.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
HCHC.
I still kind of
Trisha.
watch them sometimes.
Yeah, like it was crazy watching like when him and Trisha Paytas like started collaborating. That was like
was
the
awesome.
craziest like whoa.
Was
Yeah.
that Ethan Klein?
Yeah, Ethan Klein. Like his
Yeah,
that's not a
frenemies.
good side of
Frenemies.
YouTube you wanted to be on. So, and like fully not watching that anymore. But
Guys, I think we gotta wrap things up.
okay, we got to wrap things
Yeah,
up.
wrap things up.
Yeah,
Yes.
and Couch Hop. Couch Hop was like my favorite YouTubers ever, and they stopped making videos.
All the OG
like a few.
YouTubers. I was just thinking like Jenna Marbles, Nika Higa. What's that? I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. Yeah, just all of them.
Yeah.
All of them.
Okay, so what do you guys think about like what do you guys think about like content creators like becoming celebrities? Do you think that that's something is like that you think isn't bad? Because like I was thinking about this because at the Oscars I saw multiple like content creators who are now celebrities.
Emma Chamberlain-fication.
Yeah, and like I don't know how I feel about it because like I think that just like being there from like I feel like there'll be like a generation of people who will recognize it and be like, oh yeah, that makes sense, like they're famous. But I still sometimes don't view like those people as famous
kind of a different
necessarily.
tier.
It's a different tier of people. Yeah, exactly.
I think
that's
it's 'cause
my
they-
friend.
I think it's because they start as like they're making videos, and we
relatable
know
people.
that
Yeah.
it's all like very.
And you see it all
relatable.
kind of change.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
Him,
it's like
them making the money and like
Yeah.
it sort
Yeah.
of
You
gets
know
into
where
the
it started.
videos somewhere.
Well, I think the part of the reason why people liked YouTube and like content creators and like so much was because
Right.
it felt like another person. It
Yeah.
felt like it didn't feel like a celebrity. It felt like a normal person.
Yeah.
And like then all of a sudden like Emma Chamberlain's going
This is
to
my
the
best friend
Met,
Emma Chamberlain.
Met Gala and you're like, whoa, she's famous now.
know,
Yeah.
I
And like
think-
I'm very like that's great for her, but like it's
Yeah.
different.
I think I used to be like really like judgmental about this stuff, but then I realized who cares?
Yeah.
I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
whatever. People can do what they want. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's
Content
like
creators,
if
get your
I like,
bag.
if
I'm
I
not
were
following
that,
them
yeah,
anymore.
it's like,
I'm not
like it's like
looking.
if I were that, then like
I
that'd
wanna
be
make
cool.
money
I
and
want
go
to
to
be
the Met Gala,
successful.
too.
Yeah, she makes probably six
Like,
figures
go
a year,
ahead.
more so. But
Okay,
anyways,
I
yeah,
think we
that's
have two
yeah.
more
7.
questions.
Do we have time? I don't even know if we have time. They've already
We
like,
probably.
We can
it's like okay, rapid fire.
Okay, do you think that what do you guys think about like younger children having access to like YouTube and social media? Do you think that should be something that happens?
Bad.
I don't think
want
so.
them to repeat
Yeah,
what I
no.
did.
Yeah.
Let them play outside.
Yeah.
Go outside.
Lastly, this is something that's very like hot topic today. Tomorrow TikTok might be like banned. What would you guys what would we as Wavelength do, and also like personally what do we think about the possibility of that?
I don't care.
Instagram
Let
Reels,
it
baby.
burn.
I think
Yeah.
that if TikTok got banned, it would be really sad because we would lose a lot of content
That's
that we've
true.
created.
That would suck.
And then I think like all of a sudden our like the way that we like run as a like I think that our Instagram would become like overclouded with a bunch of extra content.
I agree.
I think that like TikTok is so diverse and so like creative that I don't understand necessarily. I read a lot about this today, and like the reason why it might get banned is because apparently like the association with the Chinese like with the Chinese companies is like a security threat, and they think
Yeah.
it's like they're like can use influence through TikTok to change the presidential like whatever election. I don't think that is like in any way true. I mean, I think it is some like I think there's some people that might affect that way, but I think that like I have enough maybe I have too much trust in people because I believe that won't affect somebody.
Maybe. I also just kind of think that like if TikTok goes away, there will just be like something.
Oh, it'll be
new.
like
mean,
Vine.
too.
Like
That's
TikTok
like-
will like
Also,
Exactly.
Yeah,
I don't know,
TikTok,
'cause, like,
replace Vine.
yeah, TikTok will replace Vine and Musical.ly.
My thing is also just like imagine if like we just got rid of these things and then people would just like we would just everything would be normal or like it'd be like a new normal. I don't know how to explain it, but
What
it's
if
like
we got rid of social media,
Yeah, if
guys?
we got rid of the entirety of social media, yeah, it'd be crazy. But then like we get used to it.
It'd be crazy for like a month.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then it'd be like okay, this is life. This is how people lived life 40 years ago. You know, I don't know.
It would be wonderful, but like in terms of
I think
Probably
I
is
would
a double-edged
businesses,
sword,
dude,
too.
I
it
think
would
I
literally
would
make
miss
it
it because that's like
impossible now.
Yeah.
I think I would be upset personally.
It'd
just
be
'cause
rough
that's-
for wavelength reasons.
It would be rough for wavelength
I mean,
reasons.
the internet is a double-edged sword, right? People talk about like the accessibility that people have, right? And then there's also like the issue of that.
Maybe
though.
we'd get really into YouTube Shorts.
Yes. All right.
I just
Let's
think
not
we're
fall
way
into
too
that.
depressed with social media, honestly.
Okay.
Anyways, yeah.
Well, we
Thank-
are out of time, and that
Yeah.
was like we got to the heavy stuff late,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
we did our best. And this has been our Tripping on Bricks podcast.
It's the last podcast of
winter
quarter.
For
We'll
us,
see you
yeah,
You'll
you guys won't
you'll see
it
this
for
in
a very
spring
long
quarter
time.
though.
Spring.
First, second podcast of spring quarter.
Second, I think.
Second, yeah.
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 And we'll see
Awesome,
you
guys.
soon.
We
Keep watching.
Keep tripping on bricks.
follow us
tripping
on
on bricks.
Instagram and maybe TikTok if it doesn't get banned, and YouTube,
Watch
and
our
go to our
videos.
website
Social media is bad unless you're using it to
unless you're using it to
consume
watch
our
us.
content.
And make ship accounts.
and make ship
Make
accounts.
ship accounts.
Yeah.
Ship yourself with people.
Ship yourself with people.
Yeah.
Do it anonymously
Make sure
on
yourself
Yourself
Instagram.
yourself. Self-care.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
Wavelength is a program of the Associated Students of Western Washington University, and we'd like to thank WWU's Digital Media Center for production support, as well as our music composer, Austin Colwell from Harbor Day. You can find a link to Austin's music in the episode description below.